Hello everybody. In continuation of presentation what we have seen in previous class, how we will see what more can be done in worksheet. Now say the data what you are typing is bigger than the size of the cell. Say for example, so this is what we have in this cell. The address of the cell what we have selected is I5. So what we have typed here is bigger than the size of the cell. It is occupying 3 cells. In that case, the option what we have, usually we have such cases with regard to heading of the table data. Now when we have matter bigger than cells, then option what we have here is merge and center. That is, the data what we have in the table should be center aligned. So what we usually do is select the range, then go to alignment, then we have the option merge and center. So we have merge and center, merge across, merge cells and unmerge cells. These are options available. Then we go for merge and center, then the heading what you have will be center aligned. Then all the 3 cells now will be considered as single cell. Now this is one option. Then it may happen that when you have data here wherein the data is to be used for calculations, we may have problem when cells are merged. Then without merging also center alignment can be done. Now we will see how it is done. Now first we will undo it. Now all the cells are different. That matter what you have typed is occupying 3 cells here. Then other option what you have is in alignment. We have dialog box launch here. You click on the dialog box or control 1, then this dialog box is open. Then in horizontal we have drop down options, and if you go through drop down options you can see center across selection. So this is to be selected. Now before selecting it, a range should be selected first. So what we do is, you have selected the range, then dialog box launch in alignment, then in horizontal using drop down options go for center across selection, then go for OK. That case also we have central alignment here, but the difference is cells are different. The cells are not merged, the cells are different, but heading is appearing in the center of the cells where the matter is typed. So that is about central alignment. Now say for heading we have a format. Then for having a format we select the cells, then go to font option. Then we have color options here. We select color here, like say this is what is selected. Now when you color the heading, it is called formatting the heading. Now you want similar format for other cells also. This can be copied. Now this can be done using the option format painter. So what we can do is, first we have to select the range, then go for format painter, click on the format painter, then you get brush symbol here. Then when you click on any other cell, then the format is copied there. This can be done multiple times also. So if you want to copy the format in other cells in multiple times, then the option is double click First select the range, go to Format Painter, double click. Once you double click, the same format can be copied to other cells multiple times. So wherever you select, the same format will be copied. Okay, then to undo this, again click on the Format Painter, then selection is undone. Now we will remove the selections here. So that is about copying format. Then next option what you have is, now say we have multiple sheets here. Multiple, that is say when you are working on a worksheet, we record specific data related to one particular aspect in a sheet. Then data related to other aspects will be recorded in different sheets. Like say for example we have 5 sheets here, or say 6 sheets here. Then our active sheet is first sheet. Now you are having similar tabular data in all the sheets. Then the heading for all the worksheets remains same. Then what you can do is, we can copy the format of heading for all the sheets at a time. Now what you can do is, pressing Control button in keyboard, you select the sheets where you want to copy the same format. That is, whenever you select the sheets using Control key of keyboard, then you find here group. Now the format what you make in sheet 1, now sheet 1 is active sheet for us. The format what you make in sheet 1 will replicate in other sheets also. For example, now this is heading what we have selected, and we will see as to say this is color what we are selecting. So we have made change in sheet 1 with regard to heading format. Then if you go through rest of the sheets, you find the same format. Now this option will be useful when you have similar data in other worksheets also. Okay, that is about copying data or format for other sheets. So we make change in one sheet, the same change will be appearing in rest of the sheets what we are selected. Then so this is option what you have for copying format for all the worksheets available. Then say you want to select a row or you want to select complete column. In that case, when you talk of selecting row or column, you place the cursor on header and left click using mouse, then the complete row is selected, or same is the case with column. So place the cursor on the header of the column, left click, then complete column is selected. So this is how we select row and column. Any modification to be made with regard to size of cell can be done by selecting the cell. Now say we have selected column here by placing the cursor on header. Then you can select multiple cells, shift plus side arrow. So we have selected few cells here. Then any change you make in one as a first cell will be applicable to remaining cells also. Like say we are resizing the cell here. So what you have done here will be applicable for remaining cells where selection is made. Okay, Control Z. Now this is option you have for selecting row and column. Then after seeing this, now we will see how a row or column is inserted. Now when you want to insert extra row or column, then what can be done is, you select the column, right click, then you have option insert here. So if you insert, then you get column here, like, so this is option what you can do, wherein you can insert the extra column. Now whenever you are inserting, what you have to keep in mind is whichever column you have selected, and when you go for insert option, insert will new column will be inserted to the left of cell what is selected, left of the row or left of the column what you have selected. Now take example of row. So we have selected this row. Now you want to insert a row here, then right click, go for insert, then row is inserted here. So this is how we insert row or column. So when you are inserting row, new row is inserted above the row what you have selected, and when you talk of column, column will be inserted to the left of column what you have selected. So this is about selecting row as inserting row and column. The same is the method with regard to deletion also. So whichever column is selected, right click, then you have option here delete, then the row or column what you have selected will be deleted. So that is about deleting row, and same is the case with row, deleting row and column. So that is about inserting row and deleting row. Now say you want to change height and width of cell. You want to change height and width of the cell. So whenever you want to change the height and width of cell, that is required when you are typing a matter wherein you want the matter to appear bigger in size. In that case, we change the height and width of cell. Then the option what you have is, okay, so whenever you want to change the height and width, the option what you have is select the cell wherein you want to make change, then go to the option format in cells, then you have option here row height, then column width. Now we have selected a cell in column, so we go to column width, then you get measurement here. Now if you change, you make change here, then accordingly the measurement of the cell can be changed. So this is how we make change with regard to the size of the cell, width of the cell. Similarly, height, any change we can make by selecting the cell, then going to the option format in cells, then you choose what is the option required. Now here we have column width, say you have row height, then if you go for row height, now presently what is appearing here is 15, make it 17 and go for OK. Now the size changes here. So this is option what you have for making changes in width and height of row and column, or is a given cell. Or else, like say, we will first undo it. Then say we are selecting this cell, so address of the cell is given as F7 and you are typing some matter here. Now what you have typed is bigger than the width of the cell. In that case, what we can do is you place the cursor first on the header right side, you get two arrows, then simply you drag such that the matter what you have typed will come under given cell. So this is about changing width and height. Or else what we can do is place the cursor on the right side of the cell header, double click it, then automatically the size will be adjusted to the matter what we have typed. So that is about changing width. Then say you want to copy the matter to other cell. You select the cell where you want to copy the matter, then Control C, then you place the cursor in the cell where you want the matter, then Control V will help you in copying the matter in other cells. Then you place the cursor on header right side of the column, double click it, then the cell width will get adjusted to the matter what you have typed. So that is about copying the matter to other cells. Then other option what you have is, this is what we have seen here is copying the matter. And similarly we can also have cut option, that is when you copy you get the matter in both the cells, that is say original matter in the cell is available, likewise the matter what you have copied to new cell is also available, but say you want the matter only in new cell, in that case option what you have is cut and paste. Select the cell, then go for the option Control X, then you place the cell in place the cursor in some other cell, then go for Control V, then the matter what you have in earlier cell will get transferred to new cell. Then so we have matter only in one cell now, that is what is called cut and paste option. Okay, so that is about copy, and copy paste is one option and cut and paste is other option. Then say we have typed some matter in a cell and you want comment for this cell, like say we have marks of the students, like say now these are marks available. Now you want to record comment for that student who has scored highest marks. Now if you go through information here, now 99 is highest what you find in the given data. Then you want to get the comment topper, then what we can do is select the cell, go for right click, then you have option here insert comment. You click on insert comment, then dialog box appears. There you write whatever comment you feel is required, topper, then come out. Then whenever you record comment, now we can see a mark here which indicates you have comment for that cell. Now whenever you place the cursor on that cell, comment appears. So this is what is recording comment. Then we can make changes with regard to format of comment. Now what you can do is select the cell. When you select the cell, then you go to the option edit comment. So when you make edit, then dialog box appears. Then on the border of the comment box you find plus symbol, right click, then you get format comment option. Select the option. By selecting the option you can change the font, you can change alignment, you can change colors, like say this is color what is available here. Now we will change it to green, press OK, then this is what is called the changing format for the comment. So that is about comment. And similarly, now say once comment is recorded, now you don't feel it is required now, then select the cell where comment is recorded, right click, then you get the option edit comment or delete comment. So if you feel it is not required, then the comment can be deleted. Or say you have 6 to 7 cells where comments are recorded. Now these are data what you have. Then say you have selected comment for so this is one comment. then say so we have comment for 3 cells in the given data. Then how to make out as to which cells has comments. Now say as number of data is small, you can easily make out by going through the mark what you find here, by which you can make for these cells comments are recorded. Or if data is huge, then the option what you have is select the range where you want to make out as to for which cells comments are recorded. Then you go to the option in editing, find and select. Then you have comments option here, select comments. Then for those cells where comments are recorded will be highlighted, like say find and select and comments. So 1, 2 and 3. Now if you don't want comments, then right click on the cell, then go for delete comment, and when you delete, comments in the range what you have selected will be deleted. So this is about recording comment, editing and then deleting comments. Then whenever you select a range or a region, then you have box here, and this box here is called quick analysis. It is called quick analysis. By clicking on that, you get options here, like you have option pertaining to formatting, charts, tables, so totals, and then tables and so on. So using this is nothing but shortcut for selecting the options. These options are already available in various features what you can see in ribbon. So this is shortcut option what you have, what is called as quick analysis, and by using this quick analysis you can make or get the data as per our requirement. Like say you have tables here, click on tables, then these are options available. So then for the data what you have, when you select the range and go for quick analysis, and in quick analysis you are going for table, then these are options available. So this is if you select table here, then data what you have will be shown in tabular format. So these are options what you have, Control Z. So that is about quick analysis. Then if you go through the sheets that are available here, so we have made change in first sheet which is reflecting in other sheets. Then say you don't want the format what you are finding in other sheets, then option what you have is you go to editing option, then clear all. So in that way, what all changes you have made can be removed by using the option clear all. So when you are working in Excel, we can move from one sheet to other sheet using mouse. This is one option. Or now say you have more number of sheets. So number of sheets here are more. So one from 1 it is more than 10. Then you want to move from one sheet to other sheet. So this is option available. You find a scroll bar here. Then if you click on this arrow in the direction of arrow, the same direction the sheets will move. So on the whole we have 14 sheets. Now you want to select 6th sheet or 7th sheet. If it is visible, we can directly select the sheet what is required, or else you can move the sheets using this option. Then we can select whichever sheet is required, or right click in the place where you find your scroller, then number of sheets available in this workbook can be seen, and you select the sheet what is required and that sheet will be selected. So that is about selecting the required sheet and so moving from one sheet to other sheet. Then other option what you have here is, as you are adding the sheets, the sheet can also be deleted. So if you want to delete the sheet, then the option is right click on the sheet what is not required, then go to delete option, then the sheet will be deleted. So that is about adding worksheet and deleting worksheet. You can name the sheet. So how to name the sheet is, go to the sheet tab, right click and go to the option rename, then say we have information related to so it is related to section 1. Similarly second sheet, right click, rename and say name it as this is section 2 of the sheet can be changed, or you want to move worksheet to some other place. Now say section 1 is appearing as first sheet, I want this to appear as 10th sheet, or say only 9 sheets are available here. Now say I want sheet section 1 to appear before sheet 7. In that case the option what you have is right click and then move. Now I want this particular sheet, that is section 1, to appear before sheet 7, then go for OK, then section 1 will appear before sheet 7. So this is how you move the sheet from one place to other place. Now this has come to its original place. Now you want a duplicate copy of this particular worksheet, then what you can choose is, so we have options here, then create a copy is option what you have here, then you check the box there, then go for OK. In that case section 1 is available here, and similarly as we have moved this section to before sheet 7, the same worksheet is appearing here also. So that is, you don't have worksheet with two worksheets with same name. So this is section 1 and this is also section 1, but this is recorded as second copy. So this is how you make changes with regard to worksheet. It's enough for today. We'll continue with presentation in next class. Thank you.